Good afternoon. As Johnson just said there, my name is Claire Lee and I work with South Tipperary County Council. I also work for Cashel Town Council and I'll be speaking on behalf of Cashel Town Council specifically today. So the title of my talk is Planning and Tourism in Cashel. So first off, what defines Cashel? What does Cashel mean to us? Is it a place where the rock is? There's a picture there of the Rock of Cashel with Queen, who visited last year. It shows how significant the Rock of Cashel is, that it was a choice of the Queen's visit. Or is it Cashel, is it a town with much heritage to offer and much other things to offer? A quick search of the Rock of Cashel on Google will give you these kind of images. You can see that the rock there is very prominent in the landscape. It's very iconic, we all recognise it. But the strange thing about these photographs is there's no town. You can't see the town of Cashel there at all. It's like the Rock of Cashel is in the open countryside and it's completely rural, which it's not. Just some of the selling points of Cashel. Firstly, it's located centrally in the south of Ireland. It's very accessible. It's on the M8 motorway. It has a growing population. There's a population of over 3,000 people in it. It has the Rock of Cashel, which is of iconic importance, and it's recognisable throughout the world. And it has a strong community and business network. So it has many strong selling points. Tourism facts regarding Cashel. Now, these tourism facts are very much related to the Rock of Cashel. They revolve around the rock. It attracts up to 250,000 visitors per annum. It's ranked in 13th place by Fáilte Ireland as a visitor attraction in Ireland. It's a royal site of Ireland and it's on the tentative list for UNESCO World Heritage Site status. It's very important from a heritage point of view in Ireland. And it has recently gained international coverage during the Queen's visit in 2011. In addition to the rock, Cashel has much to offer from a heritage point of view. Just to show just some brief snapshots of the heritage of the town, it has a very beautiful town centre. It's benefited recently from the closure of from the M8 bypass, the opening of it, so it hasn't got the traffic levels it used to have on the Dublin to Cork road. And there's been a town centre improvement scheme carried out, so it's a nice place to be. It has the Bolton Library, scenic walks, the city walls, and other heritage features such as Hoare Abbey, St Dominic's Abbey, etc. So lots of heritage in Cashel. However, despite these heritage offers, Cashel has low economic gain as a result of the tourism to the rock, as a result of all those visitors every year. I suppose we have to look at why. Why is that? I suppose one of the key things is there's a trend of short-term visitors to the rock. People come to the rock, they park at the rock, they do a tour on the rock, and then they leave. They often don't go into Cashel town, and they don't look at the other heritage features in the town. There's very much a trend towards bus tours visiting the Rock of Cashel. They're on a fixed schedule. The rock is just a stop. People come for an hour and see the rock and get back on the bus and continue on to Cork, maybe from Dublin. And another, I suppose, issue is there's poor connectivity between the town centre and the heritage sites in the town, and specifically between the rock itself and the town centre. There's no direct route, there's no area that tourists can meander around and enjoy the town and the setting of the rock. You're very much at the rock and then you're leaving. So the review of the Cashel Town and Environs Development Plan commenced in 2007 and was completed in 2009. And this represented an opportunity for change, an opportunity for a chance to look at Cashel and its development and how change might be brought about. Public consultation was carried out and some of the findings were the rock is physically detached from the town. The rock, rather than Cashel as a whole, is considered to be the key tourist attraction. There's a need to protect the heritage of the town, especially in view of the proposed World Heritage Site proposal for Cashel. And how can the planning process address these issues? So these were the issues that came about. During the consultation process, it was mentioned a few times by members of the public and community that can Cashel be more like Edinburgh? Edinburgh is a World Heritage Site. It has a very important castle which is situated on a high rocky outcrop in the centre of Edinburgh. It's a beautiful place to visit, and you can see the beautiful open spaces around it which are freely open to the public and in a park, it's set out like a parkland. A similar view of the rock from the centre of Cashel town You can see it's got a beautiful setting as well, but again the town is missing, and this land is generally, it's private. You can't get in around here, it's not open to the public, so it doesn't have the use and potential that Edinburgh has. Even though that's there, it's something that we can aspire to. Just here is just a snapshot from the development plan itself. It's just a strategy vision map for Cashel. And the key strategic vision points for the town plan were that the links between the town centre and the rock should be strengthened. And the focus should be on the core, on the town itself, in the town plan. There was a fear there that the town is being left behind almost by development to the south of the town towards the bypass and away from the rock and away from the heritage and potential. The need to identify the historic triangle of the town centre, which evolves around Hoare Abbey, the Rock of Cashel itself, and St John's Cathedral. The need to protect the heritage assets of the town. And a master plan potential was identified for the St Patrick's Rock area, which is lands to the south of the Rock of Cashel, and I'll talk about them in a minute. Okay, the other important feature in preparing the development plan was recognition of the potential for World Heritage Site status for Cashel. In view of this, the strategic environmental assessment was carried out with the focus on the architectural and archaeological heritage of Cashel. A visibility analysis was carried out. This was prepared by architectural consultants, and it sets out zones of visual sensitivity with the view to protecting the key heritage assets of the town. Policies to protect the setting of the rock and the character of the town are integral to the plan and the potential for Cashel to be a World Heritage Site. So in effect, the plan is the first step towards a conservation plan that would be necessary for World Heritage Site status. The St Patrick's Rock Master Plan area was identified in the development plan. It's outlined in blue. This is a strategic area located between the rock, which is to the north there, and the town centre to the south. This area is largely private. It's not fully accessible. Some parts of it are. It's got excellent heritage features surrounding it, and it's highly visually scenic and a beautiful place to be in. Just another few key features of it. As I said, it's predominantly private. Some lands are in the ownership of the local authority and the OPW. There's a large car park area and a large courthouse site as well. There's poor accessibility through the area from the rock. Even though it's directly located between the rock and town centre, it's not freely available to the public. It's a large area, over 6 hectares. Another key element of this is the city walls. They're identified there. They run through the very centre of the site, and there's large sections of them upstanding. And they're another key asset to the heritage of the town.